What is up, everybody? It's Scott Orson, and today I'm bringing you a review of Masterpiece Grimlock Dinobot Leader. So there's a little clip art of him in Dino mode, which looks really cool. I'm liking that Dino mode. It looks really nice. And then there you have him in his robot mode, which looks really nice. He's next to the Toys R Us exclusive sticker, so that looks pretty cool too. And then at the bottom says MPO3, Autobot symbol right there, Dinobot Leader, and it says Masterpiece Grimlock for you guys that can't see that. Would not expect this to be for ages 8 and up, but that's cool. And then just to get a cool little view of the box, if you guys turn to the side, just another Autobot symbol right there, and it has a little scrape right there, so that's whatever. And then if you guys turn to the back, you guys can see all the cool accessories and stuff that it comes with. And the accessories that it comes with is glowing sword, blaster included, Dinobot crown of leadership, and then color changing eyes to red to blue. Awesomeness. And then his Dinobot mode. And if you turn it to the other side, you guys can see a brief description of Grimlock, which you guys can read if you pause the video. And then you guys can see his power charts right there if you pause the video. He is pretty slow. He has a 3, but everything else seems to be up there. And yeah, so that's pretty cool. And if you guys want to know more about him, go to Transformers.com. So, ladies and gentlemen, here he is, Masterpiece Grimlock. And this guy is freaking awesome. All hell Grimlock. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into this review. This guy is freaking amazing, just amazing. I'm really liking it for my first Masterpiece. There are some defects of mine, but you know, it's still a cool, amazing figure, and I'm really liking this guy. Just so freaking cool. Like, I'm looking at this guy, and all the detail that they put into these Masterpiece figures, or just into this guy, is freaking amazing and awesome. I'm just loving this guy, just so freaking cool. So first off, let's get into some detail. So here is his Dino mode, or not Dino mode, his robot, or you know, the mode with his dinosaur mode. Just really amazing. As you guys can see, there's some cool chrome work into his teeth right there, and some chrome work covered up with plastic right there. So a little plastic shell over the chrome in there, so that's pretty cool. So you can see all his little gears and stuff, and then just a nice little flat gray right there, which is really amazing, and I'm really liking that. Then there's some red into there, if you guys can see that, just really nice. And then his arms are just a nice little silvery color, which is really cool. And then some chrome plastic on his fingertips, if you guys can see that, just really cool. And they are you know, you guys can move them, and they're individually, so you guys can actually do all that stuff, but I'll get into that later. And then just a cool, really nice, you know, 2 different tones of gray right there to show his electrical pieces right there. And then that red is really nice and just amazing. And then his feet right here, just so freaking cool. You know, they chromed out these little claw pieces on his feet, so that's cool. And then you guys can see some more chrome done into right there, which is his chest piece covered up with some plastic, so that's pretty cool. And I'm really liking that, and just amazing. Just really nice gold, this chrome. Almost made him fall. And then you guys can see right here on his tail, just a lot of cool detail that they put into that, and I'm liking that. And then if you guys can go to the top part, you guys can see they put some colors into there, some blues, reds, and green. And then you guys can see all the little gears up there too again. I'm sorry if I'm too far away. And it's just really nice. I'm just really liking that, just for so cool. And then at the end of his tail is a chrome piece, which is actually movable, and his tail can actually turn to actually move his head side to side, so that's pretty cool. And I'll show you guys that mechanism really quick. And then again on the other leg, you guys can see some more detail, just really nice. And let's not forget that Autobot symbol on his chest. And for articulation, basically his arms are on these little ball joints, which are really cool, so they can have a cool range of motion. And then his arms are on these little in and out joints, so that's pretty cool, and I'm really liking that. So it's just a lot of range of motion, and his fingers are actually articulated to where they're individually pieced, so that's pretty cool. And I'm just really liking that. So they're individually pieced to where you guys can actually move them. You know, he has 3 fingers, so you guys can, or claws, which you guys can move individually and have them pose different ways, so that's pretty cool. Here's a better look on it right here. So you know, they're individually posable, so you know, you can have them like that, you guys can have them closed, or you can have you know, 1 up and 2 down, or 2 up and 1 down. Like, it's just really cool, the effect that they did that. And they're actually chromes, which makes them really cool. And then for the legs, right here in this piece right here is actually ball jointed, so it's really cool. He has a cool, good range of motion, and it's kind of like on a tab joint, so that's pretty cool. And then his legs are, you know, double articulated and have a swivel right there, so that's pretty cool. And they have a ratchet joint again, and then the toes kind of have some articulation, but that's actually only for the transformation, so that's pretty cool. Just really cool how they gave this guy so much articulation to be a freaking huge figure. And then again, on the same leg or other leg, you know, it's ball joint, swivel, and then super articulated right there. And then a cool little gimmick that I was trying to tell you guys is if you turn his little tail a little bit, his head starts to move, so that's pretty cool. And mine is kind of broke. I don't know why. I think I might not have him transformed all the way, or I don't know what it could be, but his head does kind of is supposed to move side to side, so that's pretty cool if you guys can see that. And then if you guys can see, I guess you guys are supposed to put the head down, and you guys are supposed to press his legs, which makes his head kind of go up, but mine doesn't work as good as it should, which kind of sucks, but hey, it's not that big of a deal. And also for his mouth, if you guys want, you guys can actually open up his mouth, so you know, it displays some cool little articulation, and just open that up, and it looks really cool. I'm pretty sure that if you buy the add-on kit, you guys can actually stick the sword piece into his mouth, and there's an add-on kit where the sword is on fire, and you guys can actually click the sword, put the sword in there, and he'll look like he's breathing fire, which is pretty cool. And I would love to have that. I might actually have to go buy the add-on kit, which is really cool. And also guys, if you guys don't want that little red piece of eye in there, you guys can actually lift up his head, actually rotate this little piece inside of his head, and you guys can change the colors of his eye, which I'm trying to do right now. Did I turn up? Nope. I gotta turn it one more time. You guys can actually turn it down and have him have some blue eyes. The blue eyes look really cool, but I rather prefer the red eyes just because red is awesome, and that is kind of my favorite color. Now, the moment you guys all been waiting for. So basically, to get this bad mama jamma into transformation mode, close this guy's mouth, and then pull open. Oh my gosh, here comes the hard part. You guys actually have to open up his chest piece right here, and you know, just try and lift that up, and then pull back his head all the way back down, then get these little pieces right here to open up. Sorry guys. And you guys open that up, then you guys get this one and open that up. Just open about as far back as you guys can, and then you guys almost have him transformed. And what you want to do is, for the amazing part, is lift this piece up like so, to where his arms or feet just pop up like that, and then you guys just click that in, kind of, if it does click in, and then you guys can just leave this hanging right here. And then we want to work on the feet before we go into anywhere else. So basically for the feet, what you want to do is you guys actually just untab these two kind of pieces if you can. Then you guys go, my bad, untab these two pieces right here. Then you guys just flip down these little leg pieces, and then make sure not to get the tail in the way. And then if you guys want, you guys just pop that down into there. Then once that's in there, you get this one piece right here. Pop that into there. Why isn't it popping in? Oh, my bad, guys. There we go. I'm getting kind of hot up here. And you guys pop that in there, and then my bad, you have to move that one piece out the way. You pop that into there, then you guys close that, and then there goes one of his feet, which is transformed, and it actually looks pretty cool. And yeah, so basically you have that piece, and you guys go to the other leg, pull this down like so, get this piece right here, then pull that down. Don't turn that around. Pull that down, and then close in this leg piece, and then you guys can just, my bad, I'm so tired right now. You guys got to click that in right there, and then pull this down into there, and there you have his next leg, and then you put this little piece right there, and then you click this down, and there you have his legs. And then to get that cool little robot mode, you just click this down, and there you have Grimlock almost transformed. And you guys got to open up this little piece right here to where his legs will pop up like that, and then you guys get the other one, pop that in like that, and there you have his legs and almost Grimlock transformed. And then if you guys are almost ready for the task, this is the hardest part of it all. You guys get him right here, you guys open this up right here, you guys flip out, try and flip out his arms or his hands right there like that, and there goes one hand. Then you guys go to the next one, do this, open this up, get this hand out, and you open that up, and you guys can actually either close these little claw pieces, or you guys can actually remain them open. I think you're supposed to close them, but I'm not too sure. I like them open. They look pretty cool like that. And then you have Grimlock transformed. So here's a big beast. This guy himself, Grimlock, and he looks freaking amazing. Can I say I love you, Grimlock? I think I can. I love you, Grimlock. This guy is freaking amazing. He comes with 3 cool accessories: sword, blaster, and crown, which is all removable, and he looks freaking cool. So like always guys, we're getting into some detail. As you guys can see in his face, amazingness, just some nice cool gray, and then that shiny red for his eyes, and then that black around his face, and it looks really cool. And then that crown, if you guys want to count that, this guy's just so freaking amazing. I'm in love with him. Awesomeness. And then just this guy is amazing. I'm loving the gold on his chest piece, if you guys can see that, just a nice cool little gold. And if you guys can't see, I'm trying to focus as best as I can. There is an Autobot symbol right there, so when you transform him, it actually pops up, and then like I don't know if I oh shoot, his crown fell, and I don't know if you guys can see this, but if I take his things out, it just disappears, and once I pop this back in, it reappears. So that's pretty cool. So take it out, it disappears, pop it in, it reappears, and that is just freaking amazing. I'm loving that, just really liking that. And you guys can see all the little cool chrome work and gear effect in there, and just amazing, just so freaking awesome. And then just really nice. And then you guys can see his sword, looks pretty cool, you know, just a regular sword, really nice. And then it has a cool little light up feature, which I will show you guys later. And then if you get into the cross area, you guys can see that nice little red plastic with some gray in there, and that looks cool. And then down to his legs, his legs are really nice. I'm liking the red and green that they put in there. And then right there into the bottom of the foot where it's like some I guess a sticker, I can't tell, but yeah, they also have some blue. If you guys can see that, that's actually blue right there. And then they do a good job of hiding the tail for the leg or in the legs, so that's pretty cool. They just you know, fold up into there, so that's really nice. And I'm gonna just try and pull this back away just so I can get more room to show you, and just really cool. And then the same on this leg, just nice. You know, you guys can see all the little robotic and all that in there, and just really cool detail, and just I'm really loving it. And then if you guys want, here's his blaster again, really cool. I'm just liking it. Also has a light up feature, which I will try and show you guys, and just amazing how they did this guy. And then if you guys turn to the back, I'm loving how they just have this piece. It's not even in the way. I'm gonna have to focus again for you guys. It's not too much in the way, and it just sits there. You guys can actually close it up like that if you guys want, or actually have it leaned out against his back arms if you guys want. It's all to your choice. Just really cool. And if you guys want, you guys can actually have these arms faced up. You know, it's all to the person who has the figure, who wants to display it. So that's pretty cool. And you guys can see the back of his legs again, just really cool. And I'm really liking this figure. It's just so freaking humongous and big. Loving it. Okay guys, so now to get into some articulation. Basically his head is on a ball joint, and it can have a good range of movement. Tell if he's looking up, down, you know, side to side, and he actually can go 360, which I wouldn't do because I'm just too afraid of breaking it. He just looks so freaking awesome. I'm really liking it. And then again, these are his legs in the dino mode, so you know, they're still on ball joints and whatnot, so they can go in and out, you know, rotate up if you guys want them to, go back, you know, both arms do the same amount of things. And then you know, they have a little swivel joint right here, and then another super articulated joint right there, so that's pretty cool. And then again, another elbow joint, and then you know, swivel right there, and elbow joint again. And then if you guys get into lower into the figure, he does have some this cool little movement where he can shake his hips like ooh la 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 la. I'm just kidding. And then he can you know, rotate his hips right there. His legs can actually go pretty out to where he could do the splits if he wanted to, so that's pretty cool. And then he has a swivel right there, so that's pretty cool. And then again, swivel, and then his legs are you know, have some joints in them too, so where he can move it. But they're kind of stiff right now, which is kind of killing me, and I feel like I'm gonna break it, which I don't want to. But his legs can bend, and then he doesn't really have that much articulation into his feet, except for this. I guess you guys can count that, and that's the same on the other leg too, so that's pretty cool. And then for some other articulation, this little thumb piece on his finger or whatever can actually go in and out and move, so that's pretty cool. And I'm thinking his hand can actually open. It can, and he can actually, you know, open up his hands and whatnot, so that's pretty cool that they gave these masterpiece figures these joints, so that's awesome. And you know, they have some articulation right there. And then again, in the other hand, it's the same thing. It can open. Well, actually this one can't open. I thought it could, but it can't open. But the thumb piece is still movable, so that's pretty cool. And then again, for some more articulation, if you guys want to count this right here, these things can move, so yeah, that's actually pretty cool. I'm liking it. You guys can actually display whatever you want if you guys want them closed or open. open. I'm thinking I like the open, but then again, now that I see the close for a second time, it looks pretty awesome. If you guys can see that, I'm just liking that too. And for accessories, I want to get into his sword. His sword looks freaking awesome. Really, really nice. Just a little translucent plastic with some red chrome right there. And the reason it's translucent is because once you plug it into his hand, it actually lights up. So that's pretty cool. And then again, if we get into the other weapon, here is his blaster, which is also cool. I think it's the same gimmick to where if you plug it into the hand, it will light up. But I think it's only with one arm that it does it with. So that's pretty cool. Here's the blaster again, translucent plastic with some cool black on there. So that's pretty cool. I'm really liking that black and that translucent, so that's pretty cool. And then for the last and most awesomest accessory, here is his crown, Grimlock's crown, leader of the Dinobots. Here it is, and it looks freaking awesome. A nice little metallic gold or shiny gold, whatever you guys want to call it, and it's really cool. It fits onto his head perfectly and just amazingly awesome. I'm really liking it. If you guys can see that, just awesome. And just again, like I said, if you guys hate the color of Grimlock's eyes, if you guys don't want them to be red, there's this little tab in the back of this guy to where if you push it down, you can change the color of his eyes to green or blue, whatever that color is. It's awesome. I'm pretty sure it's green. And if you guys don't want it like that, you guys can actually just pull it back and change it back to red. If I can get a grip on it, change it back to red. Red looks awesome, but I'm liking that green. But that looks pretty awesome. I'm liking that a lot. And like I said, on the back of the armor is this little gimmick to where if you plug in the sword, it actually lights up. This is the button, and just turn this back around. Here's the little button. If you guys can see that, this little red light. So yeah, what you guys do is you get the sword right here. It looks really nice. You get his arm piece if you guys can, and then you guys just plug or open this up. It won't, I don't know why it won't, but it just won't go into his hand if those things are down. Move his thumb out the way, and then just plug in this little piece. And I don't know if you guys can see this. This is the first time, but if you guys can see that, you guys see that little light up feature. Let me try and focus it up more for you guys. It's a little light up feature right there to where his sword can light up, which is pretty cool. I'm really liking that. And if you guys don't want the sword in that hand, you guys can actually take this out, then get his cool little trusty blaster that he has, plug that into his hand. If you guys can get it in there. Well, I don't know if this one will work, but you guys can actually get that, and maybe let's try it. Yeah, it does light up a little bit, you know, lights up, so that's pretty cool. And yeah, so yeah guys, here's some size comparison. I'm actually holding the camera because I don't have enough room because these guys are freaking big. So here he is next to the leader class prime of Age of Extinction, and here's the masterpiece. As you guys can see, Grimlock actually is a little bit still taller than the masterpiece. So freaking awesome. I'm really liking that. The height is almost the same. He's just a few inches bigger than the not the leader class prime. And there is him next to the Evasion Mode Optimus Prime. So as you guys can see, he is way bigger than Evasion Mode Optimus Prime. But you know, that could be movie accurate, but then again, it might not be. I think Prime might need to be just a little bit shorter. And here he is next to all the rest of the Age of Extinction figures. I just don't have the Galvatron, but yeah, here's the height. If you guys can see, he's actually bigger than the deluxe class figures. But you know, Hound is almost the same height as Optimus Prime, but Optimus Prime is way bigger than him. So you guys can see that size comparison right there. So yeah guys, don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe for more awesome videos. Thank you guys for watching. This is Scott Orris saying peace out. Subscribe. Me, Grimlock, you subscribe now. You go subscribe to Scott Orris for amazing reviews now.